Oh, it's Sunday. It's crazy to me that a week ago, Claire and I did a class together. It's true what they say. The days are long, but the years are short. And the days have definitely been long. But I am so glad to be here with you guys this morning. We are going to do a practice I wrote quite a while ago. I'm not really sure if there's a theme. I guess balancing, but there's a bunch of other stuff with it. So, I don't know. It should be fun. It's a fun class. I like it. One thing, however, is I don't think it's broken. But last night, me and Weston, who he's huge, he's bigger than I, we were in the kitchen and he said, let's do a trust fall, him falling to me. So I said, okay, so I said, put your arms out, and I went to do a trust fall, and well, he didn't trust me. And so with all of his weight, and he's a big kid, he stepped back right on the edge of my foot, on my left foot. And I've broken bones before, and I know what it feels like. It feels really good today, though. So, but I'm telling you this because I may not be balancing on my left side at all. So I may just be standing, staring at the camera while you do all the balancing. So just a little FYI on why I may be just staring at you or seem like I'm staring at the camera while you are doing the work. So with that being said, thank you for joining me, and let's get started on our backs. I feel like that's a huge theme for me. We've been doing that a lot lately. Hopefully I'm in shot. If not, I'll get there eventually, okay? So we're gonna lay down, and I'd like you to have your knees bent and your feet flat to the floor just for the time being. We're gonna do some pelvic tilts and some rolling bridges, so let's just keep those knees bent, okay? You're gonna lay on your back. Oh, sometimes I'm worried that if I start on my back, I'm never ever gonna get up. And you can place your hands wherever it feels comfortable and rest your gaze up on the ceiling. And take just a moment before you do anything else to just feel your body. Maybe you want to rock your head left to right. Maybe you need to pull those shoulders underneath you a little bit, lift those hips, find a comfortable place. And we're going to check in with our breath. With your next exhale, see if you can let go a little bit. Let yourself be a little bit heavier on the mat. Start to get that breath a little bit deeper, inhaling as low into your belly, into your abdomen as you can. Filling your lungs from the bottom up. Entering breath into the chest and exhaling all the way out. On your next inhale, I want you to press your tailbone slightly down into the floor. And then as you exhale, I want you to press your lower back into the floor, navel to spine. Inhale, tailbone draws down into the earth. Exhale, low back presses to the earth. Inhale, tailbone. Lifting the front of the pelvis slightly up to the ceiling. Exhale, pressing that pelvis back. And this time seeing if you can engage or draw up the pelvic floor slightly. Inhale, relax, press the tailbone a little bit. These don't have to be big movements. In fact, I prefer that they're not. Exhale, low back to the earth. One more time. Inhale, lift the front of the pelvis, tailbone to the floor. Exhale, low back. From here, just keep going, rolling up into a gentle bridge. If your arms aren't to the floor, start to bring your arms to the floor. Okay, lower it down. Walk your arms in a little bit more. Inhale up to bridge. Don't worry about where your body is right now. I just want you to feel this bridge. Exhale, lower it down. Each time, shift your body just a little bit. Inhale, lift. Nope, didn't like that. Exhale, lower it down. So just kind of start to see, where does your body feel good? Where does it have that space to roll up and roll down out of bridge? This morning for me, my feet are a little bit wider. I know a lot of times that's a kind of a no-no for bridge posts. They say, feet hip distance apart, but if my feet are hip distance apart right now, I'm not getting that space in my spine that I'm looking for. So where do you want your feet to be? Where do you want your arms to be? Okay? Make little minor adjustments each time before you rise up into your bridge again. Feel your body. Connect to yourself. Actively push the palms of your hands and the backs of your arms into the mat. Use that downward pressure of the arms to rise up through your glutes and your hips. Let's do 3 more. Taking your time. Remember, we're not doing aerobics. Nice flowing physical, mental, emotional, spiritual meditation. Last one. Roll it all the way down. And exhale, roll over onto your side. And gently press yourself up to all 4s. Fingers spread wide, knees right under your hips. No cat-cow quite yet, just take it to tabletop. The next time you inhale, let your belly drop to the floor. And then as you exhale, pull your navel into your spine, trying not to create any cat-cow shapes. Okay, gaze to the floor, inhale, belly relaxes. Maybe even expands. Exhale, navel pulls up to the spine. Again, not trying to create any shapes here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Couple more. Next, inhale, rise to cow. Exhale, take it to your cat. Inhale, back to your cow pose. Exhale to your cat. Keep going. You know the drill. Move through your body however you need to. Sway the hips, roll the hips, roll the ribs. Move around through your head and your neck. Shift back to child's pose. Taking your time. Connect with the feeling of the movement. Connect with the energy of your body. Couple more, you guys. Last one. On your next inhale, find your way back to tabletop. And you don't have to, but for me, maybe it's just balance. I need to pull my knees a little bit closer. We're gonna work with balancing table. So I like to create a little more of a tripod effect under my body instead of the tabletop position. So if you wanna pull your knees together, go ahead. Right leg reaches back behind you. Left arm out in front. See if you can bring your bicep up towards your ear. Your thumb is pointing up to the ceiling. I'm going to reach through my right heel, point my toes to the floor, navel to spine, gaze to the mat, hold it here. Actively press into those finger pads and the thumb pad. Give your wrist just a teeny bit of a break. Woo! Holding it, breathing, inhale and exhale. And then exhale, take it down. Woo! Take it to the other side. Left leg goes back. Press through your heel. Toes point towards the mat. Right arm comes up. Trying to get that bicep towards my ear. Okay. Right thumb is pointing up to the ceiling. Navel to spine. Gaze to the mat. Find your focus. Come back to your breath. On your next exhale, release. And we're going to come right down onto our bellies. Oh, pop, pop, pop. You're going to take that right leg out to the side so that your thigh is perpendicular to your body. You want your lower leg to be parallel to your left leg. And we're going to just come into half frog. Ooh, it's a little early for a half frog. Man, flex that right foot. I so wish I was there to come around and help you adjust into the pose. I'm having massive yogi withdrawals. Massive. Oh, man. Okay, so we're going to just try to soften a little bit here. Try to drop your right hip towards the floor a little bit. Release your head down to the earth. Find your breath. Don't be afraid to adjust yourself. When you're ready to exhale, take that right leg, shift off of it just a tiny bit. Oh, bring it right back behind you. Lay here for a moment. And then we'll take it to the other side. Ready? Left leg goes out. One side tighter than the other, possibly. Okay. Square your hips up the best you can. Square your ribs up the best you can. Your left leg, you want to try to get it perpendicular to your body. Your bottom left leg parallel to your right leg. Square up that rib cage. Flex your foot and release your forehead to your hands. On that next inhale, we're actually going to slide our arms back, shift yourself up, slide that left leg in if you can. That was a little more challenging than I had anticipated. Fingers spread wide, toes curled under. Oh, not sure if I can do this one. Toes curled under. Let's take it up and back to downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal out your heels. Take some time in this first downward facing dog this morning. At least I'm assuming it's your first downward facing dog this morning. If it's not, kudos to you. And then come back to stillness for a moment. Feel that dog. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, gently release your knees to the earth. Tops of the feet to the mat. Press back to child's pose. Take a moment to tie my shirt. Okay. On that next inhale, rise up to all fours. Toes curled under. Exhale up and back, downward facing dog again. Turn those insides of your elbows forward just slightly. Fingers spread wide. Shoulders away from the ears. Big breath in. Exhale, knees to the earth. One more child's pose. Inhale up to all fours. Okay, this next action can happen on all fours or in downward facing dog. We're going to take knee to nose. So if you're in all fours, your left leg will come back and you'll draw your knee to nose, curling up, rounding up, and then taking it back again. Or you can choose to do this in downward facing dog. Curling the toes under, exhaling up and back to downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale up and back. 3 more. Two more. Last one. Take it all the way up and back behind you. And then exhale, set it to the floor. Whew. All right, let's see if I can do this other side. Okay, here we go. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. If you need a break, take a break, you guys. You know this is your body, your practice. You do what works for you. Exhale, knee to nose. 3 more. Last 2. And 1. Inhale, take that right leg up and back. Exhale, set it to the floor. Inhale, gaze up to your hands. And exhale with nice bent knees. Walk your feet up to your hands. Plant your feet parallel to each other, hip distance apart. Bend your knees, arms out to the side. Inhale all the way up. Exhale. Mountain pose. Tadasana. Stand up tall, move your hair, fix your pants and your shirt, whatever you need to. Those feet parallel to each other. Open those shoulders, stand up nice and tall. Big breaths here. Couple more. Last one. If your eyes are closed, go ahead and gently open those eyes. We're going to take and we're going to stand on our left foot. Okay, standing up nice and tall. Draw that navel to spine. Take your arms out to the side wherever you feel like it gives you balance. I don't know if I can do this. And you're going to lift your right leg up off of the floor, knee bent at a 90 degree out in front of you. Your right foot is flexed. Find a place to rest your gaze, navel to spine. Hold it here. Breathe. Good. Slowly exhale and release. Whew. Check back in with your feet. Make sure you bring them parallel to each other again, right in your Tadasana stance. Okay, right toes, spread them wide. Engage that right leg. We're going to take our left leg now, 90 degrees, knee is bent out in front of you. Foot is flexed, navel to spine, standing up nice and tall. Breathing. One more breath, maybe two. I got dog and cat hair all over me. Good. Exhale and release. Back to your Tadasana. Feel free to use a wall, a shelf, a counter, anything you need if you're having a hard time balancing, okay? Okay, we're going to bring it back to standing on your left foot. Toes spread wide. Engage that left leg. All right, here we go. Take that right leg up. Okay, so what we're wanting to do here, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to show you, but what you're wanting to do here is take that right leg now and reach that heel straight out in front of you, standing up tall, making this really beautiful L shape with your body. Breathing. I'm more of like a droopy L or I don't know what I am, but I'm not that shape. Breathing. Exhale, bend your right knee and release it to the floor. Shake it out a little bit if you need to. All right, take it to the other side. Stand on that right foot, toes spread wide. Stand up nice and tall. Nice, proud stance, open heart. Bring your left knee out in front of you. Foot is flexed. Big breath in. Exhale, reach that heel straight towards me. Standing up tall. It's pretty early and I've worked those quads really hard. Thanks to Heather at the garage. Whoo, I'm feeling them. Feeling them, feeling them. Take one more big deep breath. Exhale, bend. And release. Get your feet into Tadasana. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, nice bend of the knees, swan dive. Forward fold, walk your hands to the left, hands to the right, hands to the left, hands to the right, back to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, monkey pose. Exhale, belly pulled into spine, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, arms out to your side, big reach. Exhale, arms to your sides. Good, back to Tadasana one more time with that balancing one-legged Tadasana. Okay, so we're going to stand on our left foot again, toes spread wide. This time we're going to do it a little different. You can take your legs straight out in front of you again if you want, or you can follow with me. You're going to stand up tall. Again, the right knee is bent. The foot is flexed, lifted up off of the floor. And you can stay right here. You can bring your legs straight out in front of you again, or you can take that right hand to the inside of your right knee and draw it open like we were doing in our half frog when we were laying on the floor. Stand up tall. Do not let me be your drishti. I will make you fall over every time. I am not in the balancing place right now. Stand up tall. Inhale, bring it back to center and release it down. Good. Other side, okay? Right toes spread wide. Stand up nice and tall, arms out to the side. Wherever you feel you have that balance, lift your left leg. Okay, keep your right arm out. You can stay here. Remember, you can bring your heel straight out in front of you, or you can get a hold of the inside of that knee and open it up like that frog pose we did in the beginning. Navel to spine, left hips pulling forward, breathing deep. Good, inhale back to center and exhale and release. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, you're going to step it back into a lunge, but this time I want you to take your right foot to the outside edge of your mat. So you're angling your right leg out away from your body, okay? So inhale that right leg out to the side. Now, hopefully, you can see my left knee is coming pretty much out of my left hip like a normal lunge, and then that right leg is angled back away from my body, okay? You're going to inhale and come up. Engage that right glute. Stand up tall. Take your right arm, and we're going to reach it over to the left. Belly pulled in tight. Follow the gaze of your right hand. Breathe. Follow the gaze. I meant follow your right hand with your gaze. Hold it here. My left hand is on my hip. Can be back behind you slightly. If you want to get a little bit deeper twist, you could bring it right to the center of your back. Good. Then we're going to take our palms together at heart center. Inhale up to the ceiling. Exhale your hands to the floor. You're going to take your right leg now, and you're going to cross it over to the left of your mat. So I went all the way from the right to all the way to the left. You're going to squeeze your inner thighs together, stand it up. So you're in a lunge still, but this time your right leg is heading over to the left. Left hand to your hip, and again, right arm crosses across your body over to the left, following your hand with your gaze. Engage those inner thighs, navel to spine. Find your balance. Breathe here. And then palms come back to heart center. Falling. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat. And step slowly and gently that right foot up to meet your left. Inhale, arms all the way out to the side. Come all the way up. Exhale, mountain pose. Close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths right here. Just want to make sure we're still on. Okay, on your next inhale, reach those arms up overhead. And exhale, swan dive, forward fold. All right, we're heading into a lunge. Remember, this time that left leg goes to the outside left edge of your mat. So inhale, take your left foot back to the left edge of your mat. Right knee is bent directly over your ankle. Inhale, lift it up. Engage that left glute. Okay, navel to spine. Right hand to your hip. Reach that left arm over to the right. Holding it here. So I saw Kim, you were on. I don't know if you're still on, but we went and walked South Prairie yesterday. And I was reminiscing, looking at the fire station and where we did yoga, missing it a lot. I used to teach a community donation yoga class at the fire station in South Prairie twice a week, and it was by far one of my favorite classes ever. Taught it for a couple of years, and I miss it. All right, inhale, bring it back to center. Reach those arms all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale to the floor. Okay, we're going to take that left foot all the way over to the right now. It's going to take me a couple hops to get there. Okay, right knee is bent. We're in that lunge. Inhale, stand it up. Woo! Squeeze those inner thighs together. Use the wall if you need to. Right hand to your right hip. Left arm reaches across your body over to the right. A lot happening here. A lot happening. Breathe. Navel to spine. Find your focus. You got this. Keep breathing. We're almost there. Oh, one more breath, you guys. Bring those palms together back to heart center. Inhale up to the ceiling. Exhale, hands to the floor. Gently, maybe you need a couple hops to bring that left foot up to meet the right. Square yourself up. Bend those knees. Inhale, arms out to the side, all the way up, high mountain. Exhale, mountain pose. Standing up nice and tall. Big breath in. Exhale all the way out. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, interlace your fingers back behind you, chest expansion. Needing one of these this morning. Okay, we're going to do a little weird stretch. It's not for everybody. I'm going to turn a little bit so you can see me. We're going to take our hands. You're going to bend your elbows, and I want you to try to bring your interlaced fingers onto that right hip. Hold it right here. On your next exhale, softly release those hands. I'm just turning so you can see. And those elbows, see if you can take your interlaced fingers onto your left hip. Exhale, release. Slide those fingers apart. Inhale up to the ceiling. Exhale, arms to your sides. Okay, so I don't know if you have yoga blocks at home. If you don't, totally fine. I wouldn't suggest using a pillow because it's going to be a little soft and squishy. But we're going to go from a warrior 2 to a balancing half moon. So if you have a big book or a table, a coffee table is perfect. Coffee table actually is a really great height for balancing half moon, if you'd like. So I think I'm going to take my body, turn towards the camera each time just so you can kind of see. I struggle with balancing half moon. With balancing half moon, you're ultimately supposed to come from your warrior 2, where your foot is pointing straight ahead, to your balancing half moon. Well, I think it's balance, or maybe the strength of my hips, but I have inevitably turned my right foot in for 20 something years. So if you turn your right foot in, I think it's going to be okay. So ultimately you want to try to get your toe to point straight towards your block. But like I said, you know, we have to do what complements our body and works for us and gets us in the pose and has us feeling good. That's what the point of this is. Okay, so we're going to start in Warrior Two. Let's step that left foot back into your Warrior Two. Right toes pointing towards the block or maybe towards your coffee table or couch or chair. Left leg is back. You can angle those toes in slightly or bring them parallel to the back edge of your mat or wherever you're at, your choice. Okay, draw that pelvis in. Think about those pelvic tilts that we were doing. See if you can bring that. Think about bringing the small of your back to the floor. Obviously, we're not laying on the floor, but that's the action we're looking for. Arms come straight out of those shoulders. Feeling a little tight in the shoulders. So if they're up towards your ears a little bit this morning, they're up towards your ears a little bit. Or this afternoon or evening, whenever you're watching this, if you're watching it on YouTube. You also know you can find all these videos on YouTube, right? Jamie Osborne Yoga. A little plug for myself there. Okay, look over those right fingertips. Check your right knee. Make sure you can see your big toe and your second toe. And as a bonus, maybe your third toe. Big breath in. As you exhale, take your right hand to the floor, to your coffee table, whatever it is. Bring it under your shoulder. See if you can lift that left leg parallel to the earth. Flexing your foot, lifting that left arm up to the ceiling. Those right toes turned in. It was inevitable. I'm okay with it. Belly pulled in, gaze to the floor. If you really want to challenge yourself, up to your hands. Just going to stay here this morning. Got enough challenge going on. One more breath. See if you can control the release. Down to your Warrior Two. Palms together to heart center. And step those legs together. Woo! Shake it out a little bit. Holy moly. All right, take it to the other side. Okay, so I'm just going to switch my block. You don't have to. You can switch your body. Left leg forward. Right leg back. Okay, low back, kind of pressing to the mat a little bit. Front of the pelvis drawn in. Get yourself right over your pelvic bowl. Here's your ribs. They should line right up with the pelvis. Arms up overhead. One of the teachers that I love, her name is Kaylee. She does an awesome cue that I don't think I'd ever heard before. Maybe I hadn't connected with it. But sometimes in Warrior Two, people like to shift their weight forward. She always says, take that back hand and pull it back a little bit. And I love it because right over there, right there. Big fan. Awesome cue. Big breath in. Hold it here. See if you can drop those shoulders away from your ears, looking over those left fingertips. Pelvis pulled back. Okay, when you're ready, let's exhale. Take that left hand to the block, to a table, to a couch. Okay, we're going to lift that back right leg. Maybe today I'm not. Maybe. Okay, wherever we are, breathe. Find your focus. Looking down to the floor, up to the ceiling. Flex your right foot. Stand strong and tall on that left leg. Stay with it. Breathe. Just because I came down, I don't want you to. One more breath. Slowly descend that right leg down to the earth. Back into your, Warrior Two. Whoo! Palms together to heart center. And step those feet together. Maybe that left foot, I'm not really sure. Probably won't be going to get it checked out, but it's feeling a little rough. But we made it through. Stand up nice and tall. Release those hands down to your sides. Tadasana. Breathe. One more breath. Good. Inhale, take those arms up overhead, big reach. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Shake out your head. Inhale, halfway lift monkey. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way back up, big reach. Exhale, arms to your sides. Okay, one more round. Here we go. We're going to take the downward dog, or not downward dog, warrior two. Warrior two to triangle, and you can stay in your triangle, or if you want to attempt another balancing half moon, you can. Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to attempt a balancing half moon one more time, but you certainly can. All right, let's take that right leg forward, left leg back, set yourself up in your warrior two again. Arms out long, big breath in. Exhale all the way out. Inhale, straighten your right leg. I'm going to shift my hips back a little bit. I'm going to take my right hand, reach it forward. And today, I'm going to take it to my block because I like my block. And I'm going to take it into my triangle pose, Trikonasana. Trying to lift that left hip up to the ceiling, my left rib cage up to the ceiling, stacking my shoulders. And I'm just going to hold it here for me today with my foot. I'm just a little concerned. So I'm going to stay in my triangle. However, you do not have to. If you would like, you can bend your right knee, step that block or your hand out in front of you, and shift it back into your balancing half moon. Take 2 breaths right there in your balancing half moon. Breathe. As you exhale, release that left foot back to the earth, back to your warrior two. Okay, slide that right hand back to your right hand, big breath in. As you exhale, straighten your right leg back to your triangle pose. When you're ready to exhale, bend your right knee. Lift your torso and your arms to your warrior two. Exhale, release your hands, palms together to heart center, and step your feet together. Good, other side. Warrior two, right leg goes back, left leg is forward. I hope I'm cueing all of this right. Fingers crossed. Okay. Pull the front of your pelvis back just a little bit, lining up. Take those arms straight out from your shoulders. Look over those fingertips. Big breath. Shoulders are way up in my ears this morning. Good. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Reach that right hip back. Reach those left fingertips forward. Exhale your hands to your left shin, inside of your left leg to your block. Right arm up to the ceiling, triangle pose. Draw that right hip back, stack those ribs, stack those shoulders. And again, you can stay right here, or you can begin to transition to your balancing table. So I'm going to stay here, but I'm going to walk you through it. So big breath in. Exhale, bend your knee, step your block or your hand out in front of you. And when you're ready, inhale, begin to lift that right leg up off of the floor, starting to straighten your left leg into your balancing half moon. Holding here, gaze to the floor, up to your hand in your balancing half moon. One more breath. Then as you exhale, slowly release that right foot back to the floor, bending your left knee back to your warrior two. Slide your hand or your block back to your body. Big breath in. Exhale, transition to your triangle pose. Hold it here. Nice work. You guys are rock. And I know you rock because I've seen you rock it. Big breath in. Exhale, bend that left knee. Inhale back to your warrior two. Palms come together to heart center and step your feet together. Nice work, you guys. Awesome work. Oh, I miss you guys so much. All right, feet parallel to each other. Palms together to heart center. A little bit of gratitude to being sent to all your cells for your beautiful standing practice, those balancing poses. Excellent work. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Take it back to downward facing dog. Big breath here in your downward facing dog. Stay here. Exhale all the way out. One more time. Big breath in. This time as you exhale, gently release your knees to the floor. Back to tabletop. Walk your knees a little bit closer together, or if you want to challenge yourself, keep your knees a little bit wider apart. Take your right leg straight back, reach through your heel, left arm out in front of you, thumb pointing up to the ceiling, balancing table, belly pulled into the spine, gaze to the mat. Exhale, release. Inhale, your left leg goes back, parallel to the floor, so we're not touching the earth. Reaching back through your heel, right arm to your out in front of you, bicep to your ear, thumb pointing up to the ceiling, gaze to the mat, belly to spine. Exhale, release. Good, take yourself all the way to the floor. Oh. Okay, right leg goes back out into that half frog pose. One more time. Good, roll off of that right side, bring that right leg back. Take your left leg to half frog on the other side. Good, roll off of your left side and bring your left leg back. And then we're going to push ourselves up off of the mat. And this might not be for everybody. In fact, I know this isn't for everybody. But I'm going to give you what it looks like to do full frog. So I need a blanket. Maybe you're on carpet, or if you're not on carpet and you have a blanket nearby, you might want a blanket. I'm going to turn sideways. Okay. I'm going to take and I'm going to turn my right toes out to the right. So I'm in half frog, but I'm going to do it on both sides at the same time. And then I'm going to turn my left toes out, I think. So I'm on the insides of my knees. Ultimately, if you had the flexibility, my body does not today, your ankles would be on the floor. They might get there, I'm not sure. I'm going to open it up a little bit more, pretty wide apart in those knees. And I'm going to set my butt back. Okay. And then I'm going to lower my forearms to the floor for full frog pose. Maybe you're just sitting there laughing at me. Maybe you're like, there's no way I'm doing that pose. Maybe you want to bring the tops of your feet to the mat here and just kind of take it back into a wide-legged child's pose without the big toes touching. This is good too. This is a great stretch. So there's a lot of options to do that makes your body feel okay in this pose. And if you don't want to do any of these, just do child's pose. Okay, you don't have to do any of these. I want you to do the poses that make your body feel good and refreshed when you're done. Give your mind a little bit of space, your body a little bit of space, your emotions a little bit of space. Okay, on that next inhale, shift your glutes forward, come onto your hands. Oh. And walk those legs underneath you. Oh my goodness. And then on to your glutes. And we'll take those legs straight out in front. Oh yeah. Reaching them straight out in front of you. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Exhale to the sides. Let's pull that right knee in. You can keep it to the inside of your left leg, or you can bring it to the outside of your left leg. Okay, foot is flexed. We're going to take that left hand and wrap it around that right leg, giving it a big hug. Right arm reaches up to the ceiling and a nice little windmill back behind you to the floor. Lifting up tall. Maybe this morning you look over your right shoulder, maybe not. Nice tall spine. Take that right arm back up to the ceiling. Bring yourself forward. And take that right leg long. Good. Let's go ahead and bring that left leg in. Again, to the inside of your right leg or to the outside of your right leg. Ooh, wrapping that right arm, giving that left leg a big hug. Left arm up to the ceiling and windmilling back behind you. Flex your right foot and twist. Nice tall spine. Maybe you can look over that left shoulder. Maybe this morning isn't the morning for that. Finding your breath. On that next inhale, take your left arm back up to the ceiling. Find your way back to center and take that left foot off the right. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Exhale down to your sides. All right, let's slowly make our way onto our back. Take your time. Take your time getting there. Come down however you need to. Make sure you're comfortable. Okay, go ahead and plant your feet. Bring your knees, bend your knees. Feet flat to the floor. Take that left ankle on top of your right thigh and let your knee open to the out just a little bit. Go ahead and switch. Left foot to the floor. Right ankle comes on top of that left knee. Let that right knee open up. Good. Right foot to the floor. All right. Left ankle on top of that right knee again. And you can just stay right here. You can reach your hands over your shin and pull your legs back into your chest like this. Or you can take your hands and wrap them around your right leg and pull your legs back into your chest like this. Breathe. Don't let that tailbone curl too far up to the ceiling. See if you can flatten your tailbone out just a little bit. Flexing your feet. Maybe take that right leg up to the ceiling for a moment. Stretch the back of the right leg. And then if you have that right leg straight, go ahead and bend it. Release with your hands and take them all the way to the floor. Switching to the other side, right ankle comes on top of that left leg. Hold on, I got to untie my shirt real quick. Sorry, guys. Okay, you can stay right here. You can bring your hands over your right shin, pull it in. Oh, you guys know how I like to rhyme. Right shin, pull it in. Or you can wrap those hands around that left leg and pull it back. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Man, oh man. You can take that left leg up to the ceiling if you'd like. Your right leg is trying to escape. Breathing. And then slowly bend that left knee. Release your left foot to the floor, right foot to the floor. Go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together. Knees open wide. Inhale, bring those legs together. Hug both knees into your chest. Gently rock it from left to right. One twist to each side. Left arm comes out to the side. Twist your knees over to the right. See if you can stack your edges of your feet together and stack your knees. Inhale, engage that core, strong belly, bring everything back to center, twist to the other side, right arm goes out, knees to the left, stack your feet and your knees, shoulders down, you guys, I know you know the drill. Good, strong core, inhale back to center. Release your feet to the floor, arms down to your sides. Inhale, one more bridge pose. Actively press the backs of your arms into the mat. Bring your chin a little bit closer to your chest. Lengthen your neck. Soften your glutes. Press your feet into the floor. Exhale. Roll it down one vertebra at a time. Right leg goes long and left leg goes long. Walk your shoulders down your back and underneath you. See if you can bring the backs of your hands to the floor so that your palms are facing up to the ceiling in a receiving pose. Big breath in. Fill your entire body with that beautiful new oxygen, filling, filling, filling. Exhale all the way out. Allowing your eyes to close. Finding your comfortable Shavasana. Staying in your Shavasana this morning as long as you'd like. Maybe there's a nice meditation, or your church has recorded a sermon that you can listen to while relaxing. Maybe there's some good music on and it's just taking you away. Take that time if you can. Honor your body. Honor this moment. Honor this moment for yourself, for your family, for your friends, for your town, for the collective, for the world, the universe. Hold space in this very moment, knowing that your heart is connected to everyone else's, to the grass, to the ants, to the stars, and to the sun. We are all in this together. Good, bad, beautiful, ugly. I cherish you. I hold my heart very gently in mine. I hold your heart. Is that what I said? Very gently in mine? Did I say I hold my heart? Maybe I hold my heart and your heart at the same time. Thank you for joining me. Have a beautiful, wonderful Sunday. I am thinking about you. I love you, and I so miss you. Namaste.